Hi everybody, I'm Laura Albee, and I am the author of Ambush at the Rickety Beehive. The illustrations are done by the very talented Valerie Leonova from the Ukraine. This is our second collaboration together. We're very proud of this book because it has been published under the Olympia Publishers and their first under the Bumblebee imprint. So what more can an author ask for when you are writing a book about bees and you're under a Bumblebee imprint? So it's perfect. It was kismet. Just a little bit about the book. I use a lot of vocabulary. I think it's important that we really explore language. Don't worry if you don't know a word. I have covered it from soup to nuts. If you don't know the word, you can go towards the back of the book and you can look the word up. The definition is there. It's very kid-friendly. So if you're a teacher, a student, or a parent who may not know the word, you can look it up and you'll be in the know. The book was dedicated to my daughter Taylor Therese and to my late son Hunter Christian Albee, who is somewhere in infinity beyond, God bless him. Down a cobblestone lane where the Spanish moss thrived lived a peculiar old man in his rickety beehive. The old man was a loner. He never spoke a word. He tended to his bees, making honey and lemon curd. His bees were quite industrious. They were efficient and they were swift, extracting nectar from each blossom, being mindful not to drift. With careful orchestration, every bursting honey sac funneled sweet confections into every crevice and waxy crack. When daytime turned to dusk, he would beckon for his queen, who remained his loyal confidant during the good times and the lean. Together they would celebrate, taking time to praise their swarm. They feasted on fragrant blossoms before retiring to get warm. The villagers began to snicker, dismissing him as crazy. Their children, on the other hand, thought he was anything but lazy. They admired his many efforts and how his business thrived. Their parents grew resentful and vowed to destroy his hive. They plotted and they schemed, and they thought with all their might. Alas, they summoned a predator, the Varroa parasite. This cunning little creature is the biggest threat to bees. They suck bees' blood and spread disease, satisfaction guaranteed. So, on the eve of summer solstice, in the dahlias where bees lie, the Varroa mites' deadly ambush took their colony by surprise. With chivalry and valor, the bees defended their royal queen, succumbing to an illness and thus taking one for the team. The old man was devastated. Who would do such a terrible thing? Did they not think of the repercussions and the beauty that bees can bring? Besides producing honey and making candles from their wax, bees pollinate the flowers and the wheat that feeds the yaks. The old man was his keeper. He was determined to make things right. He needed to find them shelter so his bees could survive the night. The old man placed his queen into a temporary hive, and through his tears he solemnly vowed that their colony would survive. The skep looked like a basket, delicate and worn, its base an old cheese press lined with hooky thorns. As his bees began to settle into their temporary home, they realized that their skep would make a beautiful honeycomb. Because of doctor's orders, the queen took that summer off. The peonies had no luster, the magnolias had no waft. The townsfolk grew to realize that their envy and their deeds not only destroyed a livelihood, it turned their flowers to weeds. They paid a restitution for the pain that they had caused. They nixed the use of pesticide, the Varroa mite outlawed. 3 seasons and 1 summer beneath a sun-drenched orange sky, you could hear the bees a-buzzing, and that, my friends, is why every single creature has a purpose at their birth, especially little honeybees and their worth to planet Earth. This is the story. I hope you will investigate it at Barnes & Noble, Amazon. Please give us feedback. I wish you a great rest of your summer. Thank you.